All right, let's welcome back. Let's come home now and talk about Rangers. Something that is heartwarming. They say it's the first of its kind. Rotimi has some views about that, but we'll talk about that later. It's something that you know, a lot of people are happy about. They've done a new physiotherapy and fitness center. It shows that they care about the players. They want the players to always give their best. They had a club chairman there, the doctors, the specialists, some practitioners gathered together, run the media through all of the things that were available. Maybe I should even listen to what Cecilia has to say about that. We both saw it. We were happy. You were surprised it was the first. You were surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised it was the first because I was like, okay, I mean, MPFL clubs should have, you know, something a fitness center. You know, they should have a physiotherapy gym and all that. Maybe the ones they have is not as good as this one, or no, on ground and all that. But what Rangers have been able to do is trying to set the standard. If you want your players to be fit at all times and all that, recovery time will be faster and quicker. So these equipment are actually needed, you know, for these players to really just go there after each games and all that. You got the massage machine, the new trading and all that, where you can easily go and just, you know, get yourself back in shape and not have to, you know, go straight to the hospital and all that. Rotimi, why are you smiling? I mean, see pictures of, you know...
Pictures don't lie, really.
Pictures don't lie of most of the equipment, you know, coming in here and all that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you know what? Maybe we'll just listen to...
We have to see... Okay, just take a look at this one, for instance. I mean, when you're done with a particular game and all, and this get to test, you know, how, you know, your body mechanism system and all that. And so it actually helped these players to really, you know, get in shape. And you know what? We'll listen to Davidson All-Women first, you know, talking about this, what it's going to bring to the club.
A football team without a good medical facilities is an empty place. With these facilities, we are sure that when players are injured, quick rehabilitation, you know, quick medical attention will be given to them. I think this is the first of its kind in Nigeria. Rangers and the good people of Enugu State are setting up a standard in the wealth of players in the country. You cannot quantify in actual terms what this equipment means to Rangers and to the players, and I think it's going to serve as an eye-opener to other clubs in the country to up their game when it comes to the fitness of players. The rest 14 matches, I am a cockeyed optimist, and we are trying to transfer the philosophy of Rangers, that is never say die spirit, to the present bunch of players, and we are very optimistic that come the end of the season, we should be able to give a very good account of ourselves.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, right? Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you said something earlier about probably it being first of its kind. Yeah, probably in maybe if you use the word ultra-modern. Of course, a lot of clubs will have where they get their players sorted when it comes to being fit, injuries and all. But ultra-modern with probably the latest equipment, then you can give it to Rangers. Hopefully, this will serve as a guide or a yardstick for other clubs to step up.
To make them...
Yeah, this is a state-run club, not a private club. Yeah. So the others shouldn't have an excuse. Let's really make the league professional and let's move on from there.
Yeah, move on from there. I mean, he's not the only one that's speaking about it. The physiotherapist talking about Lizanne Maris. She's also, you know, teaching most of the technicians around and, of course, the medical team from Rangers how the equipment can be used so that, you know, the players will definitely be better off when it comes to fitness.
One of the most magnificent machines that you can have in any physiotherapy practice. There's so much research that shows how it can actually help a lot of chronic conditions, and a lot of people struggle with those chronic type of niggling injuries, and then also some soft tissue mobilizations that they can do with this machine. Then we have a laser and an ultrasound or mobile combo, and these things generally get used more for your acute type of injuries. So it's actually a very nice combination to have machines where you're covering the chronic conditions and then also the acute things. This is wireless technology, and you can literally go from doing your warm-up your working phase, getting into that fitness and training, strength training, recovery and pain management with this on. And because it's wireless, you can actually do those exercises functionally as well and do the return to play as well. So make it functional for a soccer player, hence kicking a ball whilst they, having it on their glutes or their knees. So yeah, I think it's really a great mix of products. And guys, you don't have any excuses to lose now.
I love the final touch there. So no excuses to lose. So once you're feeling a little bit of tiredness and all that, just pick up, use wireless and all. Just use on your body, and you feel relaxed, refreshed, and ready to go the next game. Especially when they're playing Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday. Like the back-to-back. So equipment like this actually needed to keep the players
out, then
really fresh.
Rangers should win the league.
Yes, they should win the league because there's no problem of injury anymore. I mean, players always
they can always recover in time for
I'm not
precisely for the other game. That's what I mean, because I know how difficult. You know the way they travel. Come on, we know PFL is one of the most difficult leagues in the world. The way they travel.
Let me see what I'm about to say. I'm not throwing shades at anybody, but when we play games, let's start seeing things different from, pure water bags and ice packs, because that's what you see really, and sometimes it's painful. And you know that if Rangers can do this, if the thinking can go in this direction, then definitely other people can do it. Because if you're a lover of the game and you see somebody crying in pain, rolling on the floor, and what you see is people running to the field with ice packs.
And this can actually aid,
I hope so.
Yeah, it's well, let's just take it and... That's what I'm saying. Others, that's what he just mentioned. Others can copy. I mean, it was
because this one will not be at the stadium. So
that.
If you've done this, prepare for the ones that you take to the stadium, the first aid kits, or the first response.
That's what we should see.
So let me act like me now. With this, Rangers have an edge.
Yes, because no injury problems.
So they should go on.
I mean, when the injury sets in,
maybe when others now
their recovery and all that. They may not win the league. Come on, we're just saying it's going to help, right?
I mean, it's
and
fantastic.
On the long run,
fantastic stuff, no doubt. I'm just saying, like what Lizanne said, they don't have any excuse of losing now.
And
if you don't lose your games, that means you win the league.
We have to continue.
But we know the position they are right now.
When the remaining games
going to resume anyway? Okay. Let's focus on. Let's talk about some big boys movements now.
All right. I think we start with the Nigerian one. I think it's good. Kelechi Nwakali, I'm very sure you already know. I think he's going on loan again to FC Porto. I think it's a good opportunity. A lot has been expected from this young man. A lot even thought he was going to gate crash the World Cup. That wasn't so. But let's expect it. Now he's going to be playing for a big team. So we're going to see more of him. And the calls to bring him into the main Eagles will continue if he performs well. And I hope he does.
I think for his chances with the main Eagles is already sorted. Roa has actually said he's going to be part of his next official game. So I think that's sorted. For him joining Porto, probably Porto B-side is going to start from there. He's still a lad, so there's still a lot to learn from. And
still a lad. Mbappe is playing the Champions League in 2 seasons now.
It's a World Cup winner.
And he's just 19. He has won the World Cup. You guys should stop using this word. Give him a chance, boy. He can play in the first team. Why not?
I hate bringing up this debate about African players.
What you just said
I want you to react to this.
He's a Cameroonian. I mean, fine, one for the French national team, but then it's a Cameroonian.
Let's not go down this route.
He's got a
Nigerian name.
I wanted to ask
I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying what the father said. I mean,
wait, looking at this young man, the beautiful player and all that, I want to ask you this question. Some claim that we should stop, talking about these African players about not growing because sometimes they are at a disadvantage. Because look, somebody who plays the same under-17 competition with them goes into the Barcelona B team. They ensure progression. These guys have to start fighting for themselves, not necessarily because they are not good, but the root.
You're spot on. I mean, the exposure is totally different. Yes, you have a 17-year-old on the African scene up against a 17-year-old from Europe. They don't play the same football. That is the truth. They're not exposed to the same kind of facilities. They're not exposed to the same kind of coaching. How you start from age 5, age 6, it's totally different here. So what I would say, if you say an Mbappe stunning the world at age 19, can you point out to an African that can stun the world at also age 19 at the level of Mbappe? No. So
Because it's
until
not-
we develop
Yeah, it's not
our
to get
game
that
on the
platform.
continent, we don't have that same platform. So we should stop saying, "Oh, Mbappe is 19
See,
because
this
Makali is
one
20
is,
or 19 to he has to be at the same level." It's not possible.
Okay, on loan with FC Porto B team, right?
Oh, you're
Okay.
buying points.
No, I'm buying him.
You
I'm
have
just
to
saying,
agree.
you know, when we
See,
when
if he goes to
I
see, the
understand what
truth
you're
is,
saying.
if
the
he
reserve team,
now,
so if it's good enough,
he's even going on loan
Yeah.
from his club side, from Manchester City. Is it the one at Manchester City? No, I think it's his brother that is at
It's his
Manchester
brother.
City. He's going on loan at Porto. If he does well enough, to break into the
Main
Porto A side, and then we'll see him feature in the Champions League or Europa League, and his game is consistent, probably due to the fact that he's a lad, due to the fact that he's able to pick up whatever the coaches are instructing him to do, and he's interpreting them well. Then we can see a better Iwakali in the next 6-7 months. But
okay,
the
and
big
maybe
question
Arsenal would definitely want to call for him because that's the parents' club.
I remember a funny incident in my secondary school. All the best players wanted to play against another school. So the organizers just changed the ball. They brought
That's another major problem.
FIFA ball or something. And all the best players in my school, the guys that we all went there to support, were just messing up. Just to support. If you're not used to something, let's not even talk about
the match
age.
balls at the group stages of the World Cup was different from the ones in the round of 16.
So if you're not exposed to those things,
if you're not exposed to
just
all of those things, you have to be used to it. It's more like something you've been doing for years. So it's a part of you. Even if you give me anything, I can interpret this and then execute it well. If I'm not used to that, even if if I've scored 100 goals in Nigeria and then you take me elsewhere, I won't be able to do it.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough. Right, let's talk about this ridiculous one. I mean, Alison, the amount of money Liverpool, I'm not talking about Manchester United or Man City or Real Madrid or PSG. We're talking about Liverpool here. I mean, getting this guy for £67 million and he's just a goalkeeper. Okay, I remove the word just. He's a goalkeeper. A Brazilian, okay, a Brazilian. Maybe that's why.
Is he overpriced? Is he
Of course.
Is he worth the penny?
Of course,
is it worth every penny?
10 times overpriced.
He's overpriced. The fact that he didn't even...
we didn't get any test at the World Cup,
he didn't
right?
even play at the World Cup.
He did.
Okay, I think he got okay.
He was on holiday.
He was... That's unfair. Well, okay, he was at the World Cup, fine. But £67 million for a goalkeeper. Yes, I know Liverpool are desperate to have a world-class goalkeeper, but have you found that in Alisson? Maybe.
I think he's a goalkeeper. If you can keep Edison on the bench, the Brazilian national team.
I mean, Edison, for me, is...
He won league with Manchester City. I mean, AS Roma, what did they win this
Or maybe
season?
Liverpool just feel, you know what,
how they were
if Edison, the
beating in the
Brazilian, can
Champions
win
League.
it with City, let's bring in Brazilian as well.
I'm not sure it's worth every penny, but I think he's a very good goalkeeper.
No one is doubting
You know what?
it. We're looking
Nobody's
at the
saying he's
money,
not a good goalkeeper.
But the money.
But the money spent on him, you probably want to ask yourself, why that much?
Mbappe costs 3 times this much.
Please, can we? Okay.
Okay, Mbappe is a striker and he's going to give you the goals. We saw what he did at the World Cup. This guy at the World Cup, I mean, how many saves did he make? How many saves?
Jose told us the other time.
The only test he got was against Belgium, right? What happened?
Win you titles.
Okay.
Defense win you. Look,
if Liverpool sorts out their defense lineup, the Lovebrands, what's the Cameroonian name? I forgot his name because he's not played in a while.
Yeah.
If they can sort out their defense, really, maybe we'll see the. I'm not ruling out the fact that Alisson is a good goalkeeper.
Okay.
But, I mean, as you mentioned, a good defense line as well would do a lot in winning you
especially
titles.
when you have a forward line that always
that can, of course. I mean, they still have
so when you shut out your opponents, and in Mario Zagallo's words...
let's hope Liverpool with this have gone up from that goalkeeping Ula Balu that they've always found themselves, Karius, Mignolet, and all of that.
Okay. We'll see if they're able to progress from that. All right, we'll go for a final break now. We'll come back. We'll get to listen to Chelsea's new coach.